everybody, Laura here with the South Carolina State Museum. If you're watching this video, it means you are not only one of our super awesome members, but that you have also picked up one of your bags for Oztober. Ta-da! The first activity I'm going to go over are the mini spider webs. So in this teeny tiny bag, you are going to be able to make one of these. And I don't know if you can see it very well, but on top, I've got a little spider here that glows in the dark. So we're going to learn how to make these. I'm going to go ahead and switch to an overhead camera so we can look at what is inside our bag. So this is the bag that you've got. We're going to dump out the materials. I'm going to put that off to the side right there. So we have 3 sticks that are painted silver. Miss Kelsey was really sweet and painted everyone's sticks with pretty silver. And then you have another one wrapped in yarn with a little spider on top of that as well. So you'll see your little glow-in-the-dark spider that you have. So I'm going to show you how to put these things together to create one of these, all right? Now you can use glue to keep your sticks together. You eventually want them in kind of like this little starburst design, but it's really up to you. I don't use glue though. I like it when I can avoid the use of glue in my everyday life. I think it makes things a little messier than I want them to be. So what I'm going to do is I'm first going to take the string, and sometimes the easiest thing is just to tie it on. Now you may need an adult's help for this, but you go ahead and tie that string into the middle of your stick, just like that. And I'm doing a little simple double knot, okay? Now I'm going to take one of my other sticks and I'm gonna put it on top like that. And I'm going to pick it up and I'm gonna take some of my yarn and I'm going to wrap it around in a couple of different places, just kind of zigzag and loop throughout, just to get it to stay right there. Whoopsie. Just to get it to stay like that. Now I'm going to take my last stick and I'm going to put it on like that, and I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm just going to loop it around in a few different places to try to get them to stay in a starburst design. Now they're going to wiggle a little bit, but that's okay, because once you start to get them where you want them, you can start to tighten it up a little bit. And so mine keeps kind of going like this and tightening up. So I'm going to take some yarn and I'm going to push it right there. And now I've got the shape that I want. I don't even have to hold it. I don't have to do anything. So just kind of keep fidgeting with it. This is a great tactile and fine motor activity for our little friends to try. So now at this point, what you're going to do is kind of weave in and out and connect around the outside to create your spider web. So just loop and go to your next stick and create a loop, and go to your next stick, create another loop, and go to your next stick, create another loop, go to your next stick. Guess what we're going to do on this one? We're going to create another loop. There you go. And keep on doing that until you get all the way around. Now, do you have to do a loop every time? Sure don't. You could kind of do the zigzaggy thing if you want. Totally up to you. It is your spider web and you get as creative as you want to be. And guess what the cool part is? If you get to the very end and you decide, man, those spider webs, those webs are just too close together, I don't like it, you can just unravel the yarn and do it again. Super simple. So we're going to keep on going all the way around, or as far around as you want to. You certainly don't have to create a giant full one, but we're going to go all the way around, or as far as we want, until we get a nice little spider web design. Now, as you see here for this one, I was doing the loops at first, and now I have switched to an overhand loop instead of an underhand one. And it's creating a slightly different design. So you can experiment with the different types of loops and swoops that you make as well. Once we get to the end, I'm just going to pull off the rest of mine. Once you get to the end, or where you want to be with yours, like I said, you don't have to use all of the yarn. You can flip it over, and you're just going to take that yarn that you've got left, this yarn right here, and you're going to kind of slip it inside and tie a knot again, just to make sure that it doesn't unravel. Now, like I said, if you don't like the way it currently is, and you're like, oh man, I wish I did that overhand thing the whole time, or I don't like the overhand look, I wish I did the underhand one, that's fine. Go ahead and undo your yarn and try it again. That's the cool part about it. All right, so now I have a spider web, and I'm going to take my little glow-in-the-dark spider, and I'm just gonna slip it on top. And now I have a very fun, very cool, spooky little spider web. Thank you so much for being members. Thank you for joining me today. We hope you have a super awesome week and weekend and a very, very happy Oztober. Thanks, everyone. Bye. All right.